Ta 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 ta! Finally, here we are, Machu Picchu. After about 3,000 flights, 200 boats, and 600 bus journeys, we made it. We made it. Machu Picchu, the wonder of the world. Why are you so mad? So this is the main site, main city. Those are the ruins, and that hill has got the famous stair of death. So now we are on our way to actual site. You gotta go in a bus. Bus is the last leg.
I can be a tour guide.
Okay, so now you're gonna be a tour guide. You're gonna give him some break.
Okay, so tell me if I'm saying it wrong. So this is called the Sun Temple,
Okay.
and they built it so that that window that you see right across from us, that hits the sun on June 21st.
Which window? The glass one?
There's only one window straight ahead.
Oh, the rock one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that hits the sun on June 21st, and then there's another window on this side.
Yeah.
And that hits on December 21st. And the reason is because June 21st is the longest distance from Earth to Sun. December 21st is the shortest distance from the Sun to the Earth.
Wow.
And the festivals that they have are surrounded by this. Right? The soulless festivals that they have are surrounded by this. And he says if you come at like early in the morning, you can actually see how the sun hits right in that window.
So if you come through like sector 2 is the best for the photos.
Yeah, you had many spots for pictures. Every corners are very good.
And sector 1 is only one
Sector
spot.
one, you get up there, you take only one shot, one picture there, and that's it.
Yeah, sector 2 is best for photography and videography because you get about 8-9 photo spots, and people are spread it out as well, like between 9 photo spots. So if you're into photos, selfies, try to book sector 2 ticket for Machu Picchu. Okay, so we just got out of this awesome bus, and now we're making our way to the actual Machu Picchu. These are one of the biggest rocks I've seen on this trip. Look. Wow. Like me and Yasmin were talking about earlier on in the bus that you have to take so many mediums, so many forms of transport. Like You have to take like planes, couple of planes, and there's no direct plane comes to Cusco if you are international. If you come to Lima, couple of planes, boats, buses, submarines to do wonders. It's not easy, you know. It's not easy. Ain't easy. But the thing is, if it was easy, then everybody would have been doing it.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yes, please.
Okay, let me show you this picture.
Like a compass.
Look at this picture. You can see
Yeah.
the 4 stars.
Yeah.
And had a look, compare with the stone we see there, it's very similar.
Yeah.
That stone is symbolizing our Southern Cross constellation. And additionally, if you had a compass, you put it on top, it's precisely facing south 180 degrees. So it's in that way where you're able to see Southern Cross constellation since May 2nd. Because May 2nd for us is beginning of the dry and the coldest season of the year, right? So this.
So you sing, and this one is also one of the reasons why we call this site related to astronomy.
Astronomy, exactly.
This is one of the main evidence.
Main evidence. It's not a compass. Some of the people say it's a compass. No,
Me too. I
it's
thought
it's related with the Southern Cross constellation.
So you have to show your passports like so many times.
But it's for security purposes.
Security purposes.
Passport, please.
So the guide just told us that this gap, I thought this is to put some lights and fire or something, but he said no, this is for the beam for this building structure. See, it's on the both sides. There is one, so it's gonna go straight. They can put a long beam. So this looks like a chamber itself, it has windows, it has.
We're gonna show those tickets one more time. No passports. It's because 100 meters in front, the trail splits in two.
So when you're booking ticket for Machu Picchu, make sure you book it for Circuit 2.
Have a nice view, but they don't let it going down to.
Just pay attention to those straight cuts. Like they did that thousands of years ago.
I mean,
No gap between each rock. Hold on, yeah. Circuit 1,
Circuit 1, just you can look at the views, but you can't actually go to the temple. In Circuit 2, you can go to the temple.
Circuit 2, you have the view and go to the temples as well. That's why they check the tickets.
Is one cheaper than the other? Or
No.
same price?
same price, but
Sometimes Circuit 1 is more expensive because they include hiking to the mountains. Circuit 3 is by the lower part, but 300 people will hike up that mountain.
amazing.
You have to be very quick.
How long does it take to hike up?
2.5 hours up and down.
Oh, that's not bad. I thought it took days, no?
No, Inca Trail is 4 days. It's another hike.
Okay.
Inca Trail comes all the way
Look how
down.
high we are.
Structures.
That's it.
So the water
We made it.
filtration and the root of the trees, they did
This is the
damages.
one.
That's how he
Machu
came
Picchu.
here. Right, that's the city he was looking for.
Look down there.
He found this place
What was his name again?
Hero,
His name was again? What was his name?
Where?
The
the one from Yale, the English.
Hiram Bingham. Hiram Bingham.
Hirambinga.
Yes, he was a history professor of Yale University. He got a degrees in history in the Harvard.
Oh, in Harvard.
Yes. That's the mountain we call.
So that is one of the photo location where you can come and take poses, because there's nice view from there. There are quite few photo locations, photo points where you can take awesome photos. So the radiation is really high here. The sun is brutal, so you have to have sun cream or proper gear like hat and stuff. Another view, another photo point. This one gives you wider perspective.
This place, it was already a kind of plateau, right? Has water, stones being found already here. It's not like those mountains very steep.
So there's like there's proof of civilization.
Well, no evidence about it, but we have paintings in some of the caves. It's like 2,000 years old.
So
Probably we know some people, they came here because we know they were older civilizations in Peru, 5,000 years old, 3,000 years old, 2,000, yeah.
I have a question. They talk about stair of death. Is it on that mountain, right?
Yeah, I don't know why they call that, but that's they say.
Very scary, very dangerous stairs.
I've been up there many. It's a little bit steep.
They say it's on that
It's
mountain.
steep.
But there's no.
So this is
nothing to
Machu
hold on
Picchu.
It is, yeah.
These are ruins. Those
to.
are
It's just a view up there.
agriculture
It's because the people they
compounds.
want to be famous. They
Stair of
make
death on that
TikToks,
mountain.
whatever,
This.
and they call it that.
So
Yeah.
this here. I was watching documentary. They said they made this city. They called it the city of heaven. Heaven for when you die, you come here, or only women were allowed to live here. Is it true?
No, because the human remains we found here, so they were more female, of course, but and also they have boys and a few number of kids. So 177 human remains being found here. Like 60% they were, let's see,
Ladies, women.
ladies,
Yeah.
30% boys, and 10% kids.
So there's a concept, like some people say this was a city of heaven, like it's a heaven for man. If you be good man, you do good deeds, good things, you send to here. This is one theory as well. Like
Yeah, I
yeah.
can tell you probably it's true. Is
Yeah?
because up in that mountain, right, we had a cave.
Oh, that one, okay.
So we know once you pass away, you die, you go into the cave, and the caves are like the tummy, the belly of the Pachamama. That is where they buried people. That is where they keep mummies of royalty people as well. So back in that time, what the Incas did is they prepared themselves, the physical body to go underground, and the spirits goes to the heaven. So how does work this? You hike up that mountain, you go into the cave. So symbolic way, you're gonna live, you preparing your physical body to stay in it. And then you do rituals, and when you come out of the cave, you see Machu Picchu down below, and there is symbolic way you like a reborn or renew, something like that.
Oh,
Right?
cool.
So that's why they built the trail up to that mountain, and we have a cave up there. Of course, most of the people, they don't know that, so they just go up for the pictures. Yeah.
One more theory I was watching, that some, like not everybody, some believe there is some work of aliens here as well. Like
Let me tell you something. That's not proved.
Yeah, it's
Because
just one theory.
artifacts being found here. And also, when the Spanish people arrived in 1533, they came with Pedro Pizarro. Pedro Pizarro is the first chronicler, is the first guy who record all the Inca history. And for example, he didn't mention places called Machu Picchu. That's why we believe the Spanish people never been here.
All right, so we made it to almost the top part of this entry to sector 2. Look at that cloud going while we speaking. Cloud going while we talking, like at the same time, literally. So there will be a lot of tourists here. The best thing about doing this in December is less people. If you come in summer, this will be fully packed with tourists.
Water aqueduct.
Oh, canal.
749 meters of stone canals. It's coming all the way down from the mountain. Up in the mountain, we have a spring water.
It comes from there.
From that place, from the sun.
Oh,
The
nice.
water flows by gravity, and that was the only aqueduct providing water to the whole city. I mean, the water, it was mainly for cooking, drinking. Rainwater, more than enough for irrigation.
So the benefit of having a nice tour guide is that tell you the best spot to take photo from. So we just took one from here as well. And this tour guide is amazing. What was your name again, sorry?
Jair,
Jair.
that's my name.
Thank you for telling us about the best.
It's a pleasure for me.
Man, these people are amazing. Water mirrors.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was explaining you the fractal observation. When something is big in the sky, you make it smaller down here. And that's where they use for observing. Could be, and also for worshipping as well. Because the water is related with the moon. Water is in charge of the tides, water. So we are water, 70% of us is water. So, and also they had a moon calendar. Moon calendar, right? So that's we can say. The agriculture production, it was also according moon calendar as well. It's because when you have like a full moon, right? So all the attraction, the energy goes up in the branches of the trees because the trees, they have savia, is a kind of water as well. That's the good season for harvest of planting, corn, quinoa, varieties of fruits as well. When you have new moon, the attraction is more down, underground, which is good for potatoes or different other kind of tubers as well. So that's one of the hypotheses we have. So water mirrors, no? We see.
They're really good host. They greet you good. They show you all the best things about the site. I think we're heading towards that gate. And the gate of heaven. Is this the gate of heaven?
Yes, it's because that gate, once we go at the last step, you will see it's like a frame focusing that mountain in the background.
Oh, nice. You're going towards that now. Yee. What are your thoughts? Are you happy? You pissed? You enjoying? Huh?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah? It's hard work to kiss you. There's so many hats in between gear. Welcome to heaven, city of Machu Picchu. The gate of heaven. So now we are in original.
They fall off. They collapse from the construction. They are original stones, of course, but they fall off.
Brazil has the most of the elephants.
Brazil, Peru, Amazon is in Peru.
Now here
Brazil is, I mean, it's
is
big.
the rock heaven.
Ecuador.
All the amazing rocks, special way of rock art and rock building, rock work, stone work, precise cuts.
People get confused.
Look at that. It gives you the whole perspective.
This is one of the large buildings up here. It is one of the storage. Has many gates open. They don't have doors. No. The gates open makes possible coming the wind in it to keep the crops for the longer time. But then also they facing sun because we need sun heat into the buildings to keep dried because the humidity here is high. When rains here, the humidity gets over 80%. Wow. Just imagine. That's why you can see the stones all covering with lichens, moss, because the humidity is very high in here. So most of the storage granaries, they were large and has several gates open. So that's how they keep the crops for the longer time. No? That's one of them here. And then houses are down there. We're gonna go to see it.
Guarding the city.
Because back long time ago, so one of the park rangers, they stay after guarding the city. And when the people ask for the rangers, they say, "Where is the guard?" And everybody points up there and say, "There is up there." And that's why they call the guardian house, which is not the original name. Next to that shelter, we call Wairana. It's another ceremonial rock in the triangle shape. So when the sun hit the rock, you see the other half of the triangle and makes a kite, diamond shape, which is the symbolism of Southern Cross constellation. So Southern Cross constellation has 4 stars and has like a kite or diamond shape. So that's one of the constellations these people, they follow, they observe very much. You observing constellations, they tell you how it's gonna be the next season, if it's gonna rain or not. So that's why
Another site everywhere. Like, look at this lock. There's a little lock between these 3 stones.
look at this nice carving they did. So I was telling you earlier, the caves are symbolism, like a tomb of the mother nature. That is where they buried people. There is, in some of them, very nice carvings they did. That is where they keep the mummies of royalty people. But some of the caves with this nice altars, you can see, is where we leave offerings. Symbolic way is we feed in Mother Nature. As Mother Nature, they provide us all the crops we needed. So we have to give back to the Mother Nature. That's why we have. So the caves are considered holy for us, which is called Uhupacha, which means underneath, no? Underground. Yeah?
Bebe, can you go on side? Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take a.
Yeah. I mean, for the other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it closes, right? The site closes at what time?
5 p.m.
5.
The latest groups they can get in it is 3 o'clock. Yeah. See, nobody knows. There is a name, Patallacta. Pata means steps.
Yeah.
Llacta means city. City on the steps is because we have a lot of terraces down. Probably that is the name, but we're not 100% sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened is, when the sun reached the top of the mountain and then shines the city, sunlight comes through the window, shining that stone carving in the middle.
Isn't that cool?
That is in June, and for us, it's open the bridge between earth and the sky. I mean, it's open the way from earth to the divinities to our God. In December 21st, happened the same. Sun get through the window, and that's the open the way from the earth to the ancestors. That's why you can understand these people worship the mummies and they keep the mummies of royalty people into the tombs. It's not a coincidence. Under this construction we call Sun Temple is the royalty tomb. It's a nice cave with very smooth buildings in it. That is where it is believed they keep the mummies of royalty people, right? So, but a Hiram Bingham, when he got here in 1911, he said royalty tomb or mausoleum, it was already empty. So what we believe is when these Incas, they left the city, they took with them all their belongings they have, including the mummies, because they worship the mummies. Just imagine, they carry the mummies in shoulders in the festivities they have back in that time. So the mummies of the ancestors, they help you to be connected with the next life we have. We have our beliefs. Yeah?
Now look at those walls. Damn, those rocks are really giant ones. And look how precisely, like how nicely straight cut they are. Really hard-working, like good stone walls, really strong walls. Look at that piece in the middle, the flat piece. How did they put there that low piece under the bigger piece and why? That's a mystery. They could have just put one straight stone, but they put it in the pieces. I think this is to increase the integrity and of the wall.
Couldn't it also be like what's available?
Of course, yeah, possible. But the more stone, the single stone can move easily with the earthquakes. But if you have a little bit of different stone, it will give you a little bit of flexibility. Possible.
Absorb the shape.
Yeah, and the shape. And they want to show off as well their smartness, their ingenuity, like their engineering. This is for like prestigious things like rituals and religious things.
What was this area?
This is called the Temple of the Mother Nature.
Temple of Mother Nature. So you
Because
can see
our
out.
Mother Nature has 3 gates. One of the gates is underground, which is the caves. The second gate is reality, where we are now. We enjoy this short life, but back in that time, what they did is they prepare physical body and spirit in this world. You don't have other chance. This is where you have to prepare. No?
Say again about the 3 sacred windows.
The 3 windows and could be related with the 3 sacred animals as well: the snake, puma, and condor. Condor is related more with the sky, with the mountains. Condor is knowledge. So puma is related with reality, with all our abilities, our force, energy. And the snake is related with the underground, but are related with the medicine, right? That's why in some places in the jungle, the people, they keep snakes in the glass bottles with alcohol. Some of them, they drink that, that alcohol. Some of them they use as a medicine for the size of the rocks. That's in the stone wall. So how a stone wall this is the stone wall.
Yeah. I want like this.
So if you don't know how to digest the alien story or all the other stories, this is one of the another theory that this is how they moved these stones with these stone rollers. So there are stone rollers underneath, and this is how one of the belief is they moved large stones. This is where they did their festivals like music, dance, and celebrations, ceremonies, and everything. And this place has an echo, kind of, in a way, it's strategically designed that it echoes the sound. See? Yeah, it does. Nice. And the thing is, these kind of things really important. Like we saw in Colosseum in Italy, in Rome. In Rome, they had this too. So like a space in the middle, performance in the middle, then audience, and on the side, like Colosseum in Italy. So that is the way to go to the stair of death and other things that. But our tour guide saying that it's a myth. Like it's not that bad. People do it. But yeah, that is the other mountain. And on the high top, there's really scary, famous stair of death.
This is the stair.
No, this is not, baby. This is just the midpoint.
No, the last part is very steep.
Yeah.
But it's really expensive.
No, but if somebody
Yeah, but it's
here,
really expensive. It's, I mean, by older civilizations, some of them.
so you can differentiate. Like this is older and more smartly made, and this is after.
Just random shit.
You can tell by the gaps between the rocks.
It's not a reconstruction, because Hiram Bingham, when he got here,
So he's saying the top one is also not reconstruction, it's also original. But the bottom one looks more older. That's what the archaeologists say, it's older part. And that's why they believe it's not only 600 years old, it's more than that, thousands of years old, because of these differences. But look at this, man. Look at this rock. This is so fascinating. So this is not even only the shape and the straight cut, it's also bellying out. See, if you look at vertically from the top, it bellies out curve as well. So it's three-dimensional. So he's saying like every day almost 4,000 people come here.
5,600 people.
And that's the wet season, like December. By the way, the weather in December is awesome. It's 80, 75 Fahrenheit.
You can see circuit 1 here. And
Circuit 2, Circuit 1. Circuit 1 is good for hikes.
you have 2 tickets, you can do, or you can have
Circuit 2, they let you go into temple.
Yeah, because they come far away and they want to see everything.
Is it a different view from the two circuits?
Yeah. Circuit 3, as I told you before, you go up to that mountain, but you are more closer to the temples. You go into the royalty palace, you see the royalty tomb, but you don't have the view we're gonna have it. And many people, they want to get the view.
And that's called Circuit 3.
Circuit, yeah.
There's 3 in total. Okay, so each circuit offers a
So
different
Circuit 3 is on the different mountain as well?
No, it's
Same mountain.
the same mountain, but they go for the
Okay.
lower part.
Okay.